Hello, it's Ashley Shantae. Come on in the house. I'm gonna make us some tea, and I'm gonna give you the tea on all of our IVF updates that we have so far. So come on, I'm waiting on you.
Like that. Like that.
Okay, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. If you're not new here, thank you for rejoining me. I appreciate you. So there's 3 things that I want to talk to you today about in this video. Number 1 is, I told y'all, I researched. So I came on my period. This is my first period after my egg retrieval, and I am having the hardest time, like really rough. Okay, just a small background. I always have bad periods, or what I call bad periods. I always, especially day 1 and day 2, I'm in a lot of pain. I have a lot of cramping. I sometimes would have to call out of work because I would just be so miserable and so much pain, because my periods have always been tough. So let's just lay that background out there. Now, after I had my egg retrieval, the end of August, I was told the next day to start back taking my birth control pills, which I did. I was instructed on September the 2nd to take my last birth control pill, and then once I got my period, on the 2nd day of my period, to go ahead and restart taking birth control. So today is day 3 of my period, and this is the first one since my egg retrieval. I'm used to bad periods because I've always had them my entire life. This period is unmatched. It's a different level of pain, uncomfortableness. Like, I'm trying to think is horrific a good description of how this feels, and I because I don't want to exaggerate anything, but to me that's what it feels like. It feels horrific. The first day I literally was like, is something wrong? Like, should I be going to the hospital? Because my cramps were so much worse than what they normally are. And like, I went throughout the day. By the end, almost the end of the day, I just went into the portal and I had to send a message, and I'm like, please tell me if this is normal. Like, I'm cramping way more than I'm used to. I feel way more pain. Like, is this normal? And they basically said that your first period after your egg retrieval can be heavier, more painful, more cramping, because you were taking the shots. Your hormone levels are still probably extremely high, and so it's not uncommon. She told me that I could take Tylenol or ibuprofen to help with the pain, and then I can reach back out to them if, you know, it wasn't working. Day 2 came, same thing, and at that point I was kind of alternating. Like, I would take ibuprofen, I would take Tylenol, I would take ibuprofen, I would take Tylenol. Literally, day 1 and day 2, I slept pretty much the whole day, both those days, because I was drained from the pain. And I wanted to just sleep off. I just wanted to sleep the pain away. Like, I'm on day 3, and I woke up this morning and I was cramping so bad. I woke up at like 5 something this morning. And then I feel like I had a little mini breakdown, because normally, like I said, with my normal period, when I struggle for day 1 and day 2, but normally day 3 I'm coasting. So when I woke up this morning and I was like having cramps that felt like the cramps that I was experiencing on day 1, I literally just broke down and cried. Like, I had a little mini breakdown, and I know it was probably like partly the pain, but partly just probably me being too dramatic about the situation. But I just say all that to say, because I did go back, I was putting in, you know, YouTube, like first period after egg retrieval, to see, like, am I the only one, before I even, you know, message the portal, like, is this happening to other, you know, IVF people? And I didn't see anything. Like, I don't know if it's just my YouTube algorithm or whatever, but I didn't see anybody saying anything about that. When I went to Google, there was one thing that I saw that said pretty much the same thing that the physician's assistant told me through the portal. So I'm putting this out here in case anybody is searching it, first period after egg retrieval, if you're having, you know, if it's worse than your normal period that you're having, sis, you're not alone. Like, and I feel for you, because I'll just leave that there. And hence the tea, and hence I'm on the couch with my heating pad on my tummy, because so that's point 1. Point 2 is I got my PGT results for my embryo. So if you're new here, quick recap: had my egg retrieval, 16 retrieved, 16 mature, 9 fertilized, 6 made it to blastocyst, 6 sent for testing. So out of the 6, I was told that 1 was inconclusive. They could not determine if that one was normal or abnormal, and that is one that we could transfer as, but it would, you know, they would suggest that would be like a, you know, a last resort type thing, because they don't, you know, the results, the test couldn't tell. So 2 were abnormal. So 3 were normal. So then the question that she asked me is, do you want to know the genders? And I was like, me and husband had talked about it a little bit, like, oh, are we gonna want to know the genders? And we hadn't really, I don't think we had really come to a conclusion on it, but I think both of us, I knew that I really kind of wanted to know. From what I knew about him, I know that he would more than likely have been interested anyway. So I told her, yeah, I'll know what the genders are. And so we have 1 boy and 2 girls. So we'll have to make some decisions soon. On Monday, today is Friday, so on Monday we have a virtual appointment. I'll be going over my frozen embryo transfer FET cycle calendar, because again, I start taking my injections on for the second part, the transfer part, on September the 17th. So she's just going to go over that calendar with us, you know, discuss next steps, all of those things. So I don't know, I feel excited about those results. Like, I feel, you know, I'm okay with 3. It only takes 1. But I do have some questions, like, as far as, you know, I'm kind of interested in knowing, like, now that I know, oh, there's 2 girls and a boy, it kind of makes you start thinking of them as, like, you know, little, like, I have 3 little kids that are, you know, waiting for their turn in life. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know if, I know that we're supposed to transfer 1. I kind of have questions now at this point of what would the success rate look like? Does it decrease potentially or increase if maybe we potentially had 2 attempting to be implanted? Definitely wouldn't want 3 implanted, not at once. But you know, those are our results, and we have questions, so we'll get more information at our next appointment, which is virtually on Monday. And the last thing that I wanted to discuss with you is, when I was at Hobby Lobby for the short time, did I mention it to y'all? I don't know. So I had went to Hobby Lobby, and when I was feeling a little bit better, and I, you know, walked around in there, and then I started feeling like crampy a little bit, and then I just was like, oh my God, I gotta get back home. I feel like I don't know if this is bloat, like I feel like I need to use the restroom. So I just left and I came back home. So I was only out a little bit of time, but while I was there, I was like, you know what, I think I want to go ahead and buy, I saw a little baby onesie there. I didn't even know Hobby Lobby, so it was just a little short, like one little, a small little, you know, area where, not even like a full row or anything like that, but a small little area where they had like some baby, like some things that you could probably get for gifts, not like, you know, a whole thing of clothes or anything. But I saw they had some little onesies, some little bibs, some little teething rings, like stuff like that. So I'm looking, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a faith onesie. Buy a onesie just to show God that we're believing Him that this IVF process is gonna work for us, and you know, things of that nature. And someone that I know, they had, you know, kind of put that bug in my ear a couple of months ago when I was telling them about, you know, her IVF process, and she talked to me about the struggles that her and her husband had to have their baby, not through IVF, but, you know, just that they had. And so told me that that was something that they had did, and I had thought about that probably like years ago, but I just never did it. So when she mentioned that, it kind of brought that back to my mind, like, oh yeah, that may be something that we can do, me and husband. And so, but anyway, I just decided when I was out and I saw the 2, and I was like, this would be perfect. So I sent him a picture of the 2 that they had that I was thinking about getting, and then he said that he liked this one the best, which is actually the one that I think I was leaning more towards. So this is our little additional thing that we're doing to show our sign of faith. Isn't this cute, y'all? What do y'all think? Can y'all see that? It says, I believe you were expecting me. So I'm gonna find something somewhere for this to be visible in the house, to where or every time I walk past it, if I ever, you know, get discouraged, or if the shots that I have to take or anything is like right now, how it's just, I'm in all this pain. I just love it. Do y'all love it? Comment down below and let me know what y'all think, or let me know if y'all, you know, or would do something like this, you know, before a transfer, before, you know, while you're going through the process, before you get a positive pregnancy test, if this is something that you would do, you know, just to keep believing or whatever. And anyway, that's all I have for y'all today. So, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thank you all for embarking on this journey with me and listening to my updates. I'll see you all soon. Bye.